Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Preview, along with head coach Matt Loddick. I'm Todd Eichel. Today we start by taking a look back at this past week and finally had the win streak snapped, which, of course, is never good. But, quite frankly, here you are, sitting in first place still, destiny in your own hands. You had won 8 in a row, and you knew going into Green Bay, very, very good team, and never easy, that second game on a long bus road trip. Let's talk about this past week. We can start with Milwaukee, which was a really good performance, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, no, it's a tough road trip, and anytime winning on the road in conference is hard. And, for us, when we started at Milwaukee, I thought they had a really good game plan. We hit some shots, which loosened up their defense on the defensive end, and then really getting stops, getting out in transition, getting some easy baskets helped us. And we built a big lead, and we defended really well the entire game. Green Bay was just, we looked tired. We've had guys playing a lot of minutes for a long time, and I know our bench has stepped up, but it was just kind of one of those games. And you never want to make excuses or anything. I just thought we played hard. I thought we executed our game plan fairly well. They really just kind of out-toughed us on the boards.
And that was what, obviously, for Crusader fans was the most surprising.
Yeah.
And it's almost impossible to explain. You look at, you out-rebound your opponents in league play, had been 10, 12, 14, almost every single game consistently. Had out-rebounded Green Bay by double digits in the game at home. Hard to understand exactly what happened in that game.
Yeah, well, you watch the film, a lot of it was just checking out our guy. And, for us, it just seemed like at times, and they looked hungrier. And, for us, it's hard to sustain the level that you're playing at, especially if it's a high level for an extended period of time. It was just one of those games, and we talked a lot as a team. We've looked at film. We understand we have to play better. We understand that if we want to do the things that we want to do, we just can't have letdowns like that. And guys are buying in. They understand it. We're back to the drawing board. We had a great day of practice yesterday. We're going to have a great day of practice today, and expect us to get back to where we were.
When the game ends, what goes through your mind? Is it just, all right, that's one of those days, or, boy, we got some things to fix? What goes on your mind? What went on your mind on the ride home?
Yeah, both. I never want to overreact when we win, and I never want to overreact really when we lose. And so just staying the course. I'm trying to get better every single day. Obviously, there are things that Green Bay did to us that we need to get better at. And if we're going to do the things that we want to do, we're going to have to win the battle on the boards. It's something that we preach every single game. And so we talked a lot about that. We talked a lot about it in practice. I think we'll respond well to it.
You have Cleveland State coming in. You beat them by 11 at their place. But as we know, you can't look back at what took place in the first game to what will take place in the second game. They've struggled some. They've lost a lot of close games. And they come off a game where they almost beat Oakland. Obviously, they're better than the record would indicate.
No doubt about it. We understand what Cleveland State is, and they're a very good basketball team. And they have lost a lot of close games. But they're a couple baskets away from having a winning record in league, and we know that, and so we're expecting a very tough game. They're very good defensively. We were down 16-4 at their place, and so we played pretty well the rest of the way. But we know what type of team they are. We know they're way better than their record indicates, and we're fully expecting a great game.
And before we go, I want to touch on the freshmen because it's been up and down.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to expect them to play at a high level every single game. And that's every player, but freshmen more likely to be up and down than seniors. Micah Bradford played great, I thought, in the ball game at Milwaukee. It wasn't so much in the game at Green Bay. And your bigs, especially Jay Soroya, who had played so well, so consistently, finally had a down ball game. That is going to be expected for freshmen, I think, right?
It happens. Right now they're dealing with their second time through conference. They're dealing with being on the road. They have never had to play as hard, as consistently as they've had in their entire lives as they are right now. So there is just a lot of news. And, for them, they've made great strides. They've made great adjustments. I expect them to make the adjustments to, get back to really, where they had been playing. And with new players, there's going to be ups and downs, and we just happen to have both our, really all three of our freshmen are playing a lot of minutes, have some down.
All right, good luck on Thursday and on Saturday, Coach.
Thank you.
For head coach Matt Loddick, this is Todd Eichel. Thanks for joining us on Valpo Basketball Preview.